Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. In today's episode, we are going to continue with our transitional postures, hopefully till we reach posture number 48, which is the end of our sequence. This time we are going to try and flow through these postures a little faster than the last time because we are familiar with most of these stretches already. We have workshopped each one of these postures. We're going to work through postures number 27 through to 48. That sounds like a tall order. That's about 22 postures. How's my math? 21 or 22 postures. Let's go. We are in seated position already. Let's keep our legs outstretched in front of us. We are going to stretch into a posture called Paschimottanasana, which is a seated forward stretch. It's an extremely intense stretch. Keep your legs outstretched. Your feet are flexed but not stiff. You should feel a little bit of a pull under your knees. The hamstrings, you will feel the stretch there. You'll feel the hamstring stretch a lot more when you get your arms to your feet. So keep your arms by your side, palms to the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Keep inhaling. As you go past the shoulders, go up, take your arms, turn your palms to face in. Now, you don't have to have your palms touching together. I want you to exhale and fold from the hip. Empty your body of all air, as much air as you can get out of it. That gives you the momentum to stretch deeper. Hold your big toe or wrap your hands over your feet. I'm going to see if I need to get any. No, I don't need to give anyone a little push. Keep exhaling. Inhale happens. Just keep exhaling. Very nice. If you need to bend your knee just a little bit, that's good. You don't want to feel that you have to stretch so much that you have to get your hands over, but if you feel the knees need to be bent, do that. It'll help release some of the pain. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms by the side. We're going to go straight into the next posture, which is called Gomukha Asana. Take your left leg, tuck it under your right thigh, and take your right leg. Hold your right foot with your hands if you have to. Help it. We have our limbs, so we don't need props. Use your arms and legs to help each other. And take your right leg over your left knee. Now here's a little trick if you want to go deeper into this posture. Once you're in this position, you place your palms on the ground or make your hands into a fist and push down and raise your butt just a little bit and wiggle your right leg back. Wiggle your right foot back. Now, when you're in this position, it may feel just a little bit uncomfortable, but after a while, you'll find that it really feels delicious once you've untangled yourself. Now, your right knee is over the left knee, so your left elbow goes up. So inhale, raise your left hand overhead. Exhale, bring your right hand behind your trapezius muscles, behind your neck. And yes, just like Paula has already anticipated, so keep exhaling. Take your right hand behind your back, and well done, Judy, very nice. Clasp your hands together. Now, once you're in this position, you want to hold your chest out and look up. When I say look up, not up at the ceiling, but look up in front of you, look out in front of you. Hold and breathe naturally. Inhale, release your arms, take your hands, untangle your hands, bring your arms down by your side, and now let's switch legs. Take your right leg, tuck it under your left butt, and try to swing your leg as far back, your right leg as far behind you as possible. Then hold with your hand, take your left leg and place it over your right knee. So your left knee comes over your right knee, and let's use that little trick like we did before. Make your palm into a fist, lift your butt off the floor, and twist yourself further to the left. Good. Now, if you need to push your left knee further in, that's fine. I think both of you are very comfortable. Difference between this posture and Ardha Matsendra, in Gomukha Asana, cow face, I'm not even sure why it's called cow face, but I've been told that the upper and lower knee together look like the mouth of a cow. So we have to use our imagination. And then when your arms go up, they look like the ears of a cow.
Okay.
So now inhale, take your right arm up. Exhale, bring your right hand behind your trapezius muscle, so behind your back. Then take your left hand, turn your palm out. Keep exhaling and hold. Clasp both your hands together behind your back. This is wonderful. Do either of you feel, and I'm not trying to torture you by making you talk when you're in this position, but do either of you feel that you're able to stretch deeper in one side than the other?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. Very nice. Straight arm, the elbow straight up. That's good. Inhale, raise your right hand, release your arms. Very nice. Now, Judy, how about exhale, bring your arms by your side. Exhale, bring your arms by your side, untangle your legs, release the posture. The right phrase would be release the posture, but I think we do get ourselves into real knots, so it's okay. Now the next posture is called Kapot Asana or pigeon position. Now there are two ways to get into this position. Right now you already had your legs crossed, so let's say we were just going to transition straight from the cow face position. All we would do, you have your right leg over your left leg. All you would do is take your right leg and take it all the way back behind you. So yes, that's it. Take it all the way behind you and extend. Very nice. Stretch your right leg all the way back. And then you are putting most of the pressure now on your left thigh. So you could sit the way Paula is sitting, which is actually, Paula's got a heel under her butt. But the idea also is to see if you can get your butt on the ground. So what we're going to do, Paula, wiggle your left heel forward. Take it from under you. Take your foot from, actually, can you see me on the monitor? Take your left foot out. And what we did was we got in from this Gomukh Asana. We turned all the way back. So your foot is already out here.
Oh, I see.
So you don't want to take it back to, that's it. Nice. And then what you want to try and do is try to keep your butt straight. Your body should be straight. Now, if you feel the left side of your butt doesn't touch the ground, that's fine. You may want to keep a block, and today we did not bring that prop, so we're going to do without it. Mm-hmm. Use your hands to press on the floor. Hold. Inhale. Now, transitioning into with the other leg stretched out is going to be a little bit tricky, so be careful. You're going to inhale and bring the right leg back to the front into that cow face position that you did, except this time your right leg will go under your left butt, and you're going to take your left leg back all the way. And again, press on the ground with your palms. Inhale, bring your chest up, hold your chin up, chest out, and breathe. Now you should feel a wonderful stretch, a beautiful stretch in your abductor muscles, the outside of your thighs. You should also feel a wonderful stretch in the front, that's outside of your right thigh, and a wonderful stretch in the front of your left thigh. Do both of you feel that, Judy?
I feel it, yes.
Paula,
Mm-hmm.
can you feel it?
It's a difficult posture for me.
It is. Okay, let's release that, Paula. Take your left leg back to the front. Very gently, that's it. Good. When you feel a posture is getting a little bit intense, feel free, just release, come out of it. I think we had this discussion the last episode. We were talking about your body talking to you. So yes, your body was talking to you, but I hope you're not in pain.
No.
Good.
I don't let that happen.
That's
Try
right.
not to.
Paula and Judy, they're very smart. They know when they,
I think it's
that's
wise.
time to move on.
Yeah.
That's good. Now we're going to sit on both our knees. So once you come out of that position, we typically, after we are with our legs back, all we do is just bring your knees together forward, and you sit on your knees. This time we're going to take your arms behind, hold the opposite elbows behind you. And what I'd like all of you to do in the audience, well, we don't have an audience, we have viewers. So viewers, I want you to fold from the hip as you exhale and try to get your chin to the ground. If not, the head is good enough. Try to keep your butt on your feet. Do not lift your buttocks off the heels. Inhale as you come up. This posture is called Maha Mudra. Maha is grand or great, and Mudra is gesture. So it's a grand gesture. It's a literal translation. Release your arms. And let's go straight. Let's transition straight into the next posture. Just swing both your legs to the right. Bring them all the way to the front. Extend your legs. We're going to go into boat position. This is a wonderful time to tell you a small difference in the two ways that you can get into the boat position. In one of the previous episodes, Amy, if you remember, Judy, were you there when Amy wanted to go into the boat position from a supine position instead of seated? No, you were not there. One of our other participants, she wanted to go into the boat position from a supine state, which is fine. There are two ways of going into it. Just remember that the difference is when you go up in boat position, boat is basically you're going to inhale and lift your legs off the floor with your arms extended in front of you. Lovely, Paula. Nice. So Paula has learned that she needs to work her lower abdominal muscles. When you go into boat from a seated position, you are working your lower abs. Exhale, bring your legs down, arms by your side. When you come in boat position from a supine position into boat posture from a supine position, you're working your upper abs. Actually, you could try that very quickly. It doesn't matter. We have plenty of time. Let's try that. I just want you to feel the difference. Lie down on your back, and I want you to try and come up in boat position and feel which muscle you're tightening. So inhale, tighten your upper abs. It'll help you bring your body into a boat position. Now you will exhale, release. You will notice, and actually please correct me if I'm wrong, Paula, did you feel the difference in the muscle groups that you were using?
Yes.
And was it the lower abs that we were using when we went into boat from a seated position, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because I find that for my body, that's how it works. If I tighten my lower abdominal muscles, I'm able to bring my legs up when I'm in seated position. But when I'm lying down, Judy, did you feel the upper abs working when you came up from a supine position?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Good.
They engaged.
Yeah, that's right. So we're tightening our muscles, our core muscles, whenever we can. So we're talking about lower abs, upper abs, talk about six-pack, like we said in the previous episode. Well, I'm talking 12-pack, I'm coming down to 10. But so let's get into, now straight away from the boat position, when we do the whole sequence, we're going to transition into Baddha Kona. Baddha Kona is a cobbler or the butterfly. So take your left heel, bring it very close to your your right heel, to your inner left thigh, and then take your left heel and keep your left and your right soles together, and then take your palms, wrap it over your feet. So your feet are together, your palms are holding your feet together. Once you do this, you can bring your knees down all the way to the side. I'm sorry, Paula, did I not say that?
No, I didn't.
Now, when you have your feet really close to you, you find that your knees can go down further. If this posture is too intense in a typical classroom situation or when you're at home, you can use a cushion or a block. That'll help your knees come down. This is one of my favorite postures because I can feel this wonderful, delicious stretch on my inner thighs. Judy, can you feel the adductor muscles on the inside of your thighs? Can you feel it?
Very much so. And
You
my
can.
knees aren't down by any means, but I feel it.
That's good. Good. Now you're going to feel it a little more. We're going to push your knees down. All right. Straighten your back. That's it. Very nice. Hold. Good. Inhale. Come up. Very nice. I noticed that Judy, I could hear her exhaling. And I'm glad that you remembered when the position becomes a little difficult or it gets a little intense, it's a good idea to exhale. You always exhale into your pain. Your knees are nice and out nicely to the side. Very nice. Do you feel good? You look very comfortable, Paula.
Well, it's a stretch here.
It feels good, doesn't it?
No.
So, it doesn't? Well,
It must be my scoliosis because I haven't really linked up this with that. Because sometimes you can play one part of the body against the other.
Right,
But
right,
that's just
okay.
my limitation.
Oh, you'll get there. You will eventually learn to like this posture because I notice you're doing it extremely well. You're doing it the correct way and your legs are totally outstretched. So once you're able to tune in your problem, your personal physical problem, with the posture, you will be fine. So that's good.
So you're
but you're
saying
feeling
if
the stretch.
I was sitting up on a block, it would
If
be
you sit on a block, your knees go down much further. I wish we had the block right now, but
there they are.
you can see that?
But do you want to achieve all the postures though?
No, we're going to see as much. Do you want to feel that with the block?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
excuse me, folks.
Yeah. Our teacher will be right back, ladies
I'll
and
be
gentlemen.
right back with a small commercial.
Okay.
Okay, try and sit on this block and you'll feel your knees will go down. It'll go down much deeper though, deeper than where you are without pain.
Oh yeah.
Feel it? Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy?
Okay, let me try.
I did pick the right ones,
Yeah.
Blue. Yeah. So feel that because this is a delicious stretch. It's a wonderful stretch and you should enjoy it. Now don't get too comfortable on the block. Now once you're in this cobbler position, very nice and comfy, place your feet, your soles of your feet flat on the ground. We're going to come up in a squat, into a squat position. Your feet are flat on the ground. Press your hands behind you. Lift yourself up into a squat. And you are in a squat, your thighs, your knees go out to the sides. Place your palms together in a prayer position. I can move this way. Oh, let the block be there. Make sure your heels are on the floor, Judy.
They don't go.
They don't go.
No.
All right, if they don't touch, that's
They
fine.
don't touch. Oh, maybe,
Place them on the block.
Okay, perfect.
You want to make the connection so you don't feel pain. Good. Place your palms together. Close your eyes just for a couple of seconds. Inhale, breathe. We seldom say inhale. In yoga, I tend to say more of exhale because if you remember, inhale happens. Okay, release. Extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to transition straight into the next posture. Very gently. Take both your palms, place them to the left of your hip, to the left side. You're going to dip your torso, and if you want to go into a deeper dip, you want to take your palms and take them further behind you. Keep exhaling. Some of you may be able to touch your forehead to the ground. Someone like me may not be able to go there all the way today, but I'm happy where I am. Inhale, come up. Turn around to the other side. I want you to experience this dip without getting your elbows on the floor. Just bend your elbows just a little bit. Inhale, come up. This posture is called Supta Namaskara. Supta is supine, Namaskara is prayer. So you are in a prayer position. At the same time, you're on your back. Now you're coming into this position from a seated posture, from a seated opening posture. But while you're almost on your back, you are twisting your obliques. So you are stretching your obliques on the left and the right side as you twist to each side. Let's automatically turn, take your feet to the back, heads to the camera. We're going to go in prone position into a posture called Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashtanga Namaskara means 8-limbed salutation. And I'm not sure again whether Judy was in that episode, but the 8 limbs are the chin touches the ground, palms touch the ground, palms are directly under the shoulders, your chest touches the ground, so chin and chest are considered one each, and then your 2 hands, your palms, 2 more limbs. You have your knees on the ground and your toes on the ground. That's 8. Now, what you want to do is, on my instruction, you will gently peel your hip off the floor, curl your toes in, palms just below your shoulders, chin to the ground. Peel your hip off the floor. Inhale. Now, when I say peel your hip, your knees will come forward close to your body. Are you guys sleeping on me? Oh, no, not yet. I want you to lift your hips so your knee is bent, your toes are curled in. Good. Now, yes, raise your hip. Good. Beautiful. Very nice. As long as your body. Now, inhale and glide your chest forward into cobra position. That's good. Inhale, come up. In cobra position, when your elbows are bent, make sure the elbows turn inward. When your elbows are bent, it's a cobra position. When your elbows are straight, it's called the sphinx position. Typically in yoga, we try not to put too much pressure on the elbows. Exhale and come down the way Judy just did, which is great. Next posture is called Salab Asana or the locust. You're still in prone position. Your chin to the ground, which is good. Make your hands into a fist. So tuck your thumb into your palm, fold your fingers over your thumb, and tuck each fist into your groin area. So make sure you protect your pelvic bone so it's under. Just lift your hip one side at a time and just tuck it in so you protect your groin. What we're going to do, chin is to the ground. What we're going to do is attempt to lift your legs off the floor. Make sure your chin stays on the ground. Inhale. Lift your legs off the ground. Your knees come off. Keep breathing. Now, as high as you can go today is all that's needed of us. That's all we want. Exhale, release, bring your legs back. I want you to try that one more time. I want to see if I can come and help you go a little higher. Okay, inhale, very nice. Now keep your heels together. You're going good, good. You should be able to feel the lower back muscles tightening. Good. Exhale, release, very nice. Release, nice. Now if we're able to get into this position more frequently, your back gets really strong because you have to use the low back muscles to get in there. Okay, we'll go straight. Extend your arms out in front of you. All the way in front, palms facing each other. This time we're going to go into what's called the boat position. This is a half boat. Inhale, the arms go up. The front of the body, the torso comes up, and your legs come off the ground as well. So do your knees and your feet. Inhale, come up. Use your back muscles, strengthen your core muscles. Lift your torso, lift your upper body and your thighs off the ground. Exhale, release. This is definitely a wonderful, wonderful back strengthener. You can feel that. Now, before we come out of that, let's continue on to Dhanurasana. Dhanur is a bow, archer's bow. Yes, that's right, Judy. Good. Bend your legs at the knees. Clasp your ankles with your hands. I didn't need to tell you guys. You knew as soon as I mentioned the name. Good. Inhale. It's all in the breathing. Inhale. Lift your torso. Lift your chest off the ground and your knees at the same time. Hold. Now, if you want to get another little deeper massage, you could turn, rock sideways. But make sure that your pelvic bones don't chafe on the ground. So you want to make sure that your legs are off the ground higher than your torso. Good. Release the position and you can come straight back. Place your palms down in front, under your chest, under your shoulders in front of you. Come all the way back. Place your elbows on the ground. Tuck your toes in. You're on your knees. Tuck your toes in. Elbows on the ground. Clasp your hands together. This is Manduk or frog. It's a very relaxing posture. It's almost like an excuse to rest. Hold and breathe. Now from this, we're going to transition directly into Dandasana. Danda is staff. So place your palms down on the ground, straighten your elbows, lift your knees off the ground, keep your toes curled in, and raise. Lift your hip. Now, make sure your hip doesn't go too high. Paula, yours are too high. Yes. What you went into was a mountain posture. So hold. Keep breathing. Now release. Bring your knees down to the ground. Men seem to be better at this particular posture, I found in some of my workshops, because they seem to have greater arm strength. But you know what? I think if we practice, we could hold it for a longer time. Let's come in supine position. We're going to go into the supine postures, the ones in purple. On our back, legs outstretched. This position is again a very relaxing posture. It's called Viparita Karani, unique inversion. Judy, you may want to place your head to the camera. Oh, okay, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable, that's fine. That's okay. And inhale, that's fine. Yeah. Inhale, raise your legs off the ground from the buttock up. But you can, to make it a little easier on yourself, you can place your palms face down under your butt. Inhale. Raise your legs. Paula was already in that position. You're enjoying yourself, Paula. Good.
Yeah,
I'm
this
happy.
one I can do.
This is really, really wonderful stretch because you can feel the hamstrings even in this, even though it's a very simple posture. Hold. Exhale. When you bring your legs back down, do it very gently. I had a teacher who would count, and I used to curse her when she did that, but very gently bring it down. Keep exhaling. Now, we just have a quick reference. We're doing pretty good. We just have 6. You know what? Let's go back into that and go straight into plow. Okay. So go back into that. Inhale, come up. Now, in the plow position, you're going to take your legs all the way over your head. So use your hands to support your butt. Inhale, come up. I have my hair tied up, but I'm going to do the best I can. All right, I am kicking the mic. That's good. Hold your hip. Hold your butt with your hands. Support yourself. Elbows on the ground, palms. Holding your butt. Inhale, come back down. When you're coming down, make sure you do not lift your head off the floor. Keep your head down. Come down gracefully. Keep exhaling. Actually, just keep breathing. Make sure your head is down. Very gently bring your legs down. We're going to go straight into happy baby. Fold your legs at the knees. Legs are outstretched just a little bit. Place your palms on the inside of your soles and push your knees to the ground. That's it from the inside, yeah?
Very happy baby.
Yeah. Actually, Lord Krishna we have pictures of Lord Krishna in this position, but if you notice, all babies get in this position, Paula, and you know what? To add fun to the flavor, they get their toes into the big toe into their mouth. So you want to try that?
Maybe next time.
Next time. Inhale, release, raise your legs, bring your legs down very gently. Keep exhaling, bring your legs down to the ground. And this time we're going to go into fish position. Once your heels touch the ground, we'll immediately transition to the next position. Palms facing down under your butt, elbows push on the floor and raise your chest off the ground. Peel your chest off the ground. Your legs stay down. Your head turns back, so your chest is out. Good. This helps open up the chest, the pectoral muscles, the intercostals between the ribs. Stretch, and when we stretch so much, we're actually getting a wonderful, wonderful release of all the negative energy. You have all these endorphins flowing, getting a healthful high. Exhale, come down. We are working through, we're doing pretty good. Okay, we after fish posture now. Bring your knees close to your butt. So, your heels close to your butt. So fold your legs at the knees. Heels are close to the butt. The closer you get to your butt, the higher your butt can go off the ground. We're going to go into Setu Bandha. Setu Bandha is a bridge position. Now,